Your liver processes over a pint of blood every single minute, and right now, today, it is probably losing that fight. Processed food, alcohol, medication, stress. Even the air in most cities is quietly overloading the exact organs responsible for keeping you clean on the inside. Here is the part nobody tells you. You do not need a $300 juice cleanse or a supplement stack from a wellness influencer to fix that. You need a blender, a few ingredients from your local market, and about 5 minutes. In the next few minutes, I am going to hand you 20 homemade juices, each one backed by real traditional use and real research, that support the organs doing the actual detox work in your body, your liver, your kidneys, your gut, and your lymphatic system. Number 1 alone has been used for over 3,000 years and is probably sitting in your fridge right now doing absolutely nothing. Stick around, because by the end of this list you will never look at your produce drawer the same way again. And if you want more videos like this every single week, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications right now, before you forget. Let us get into it. Juice 1. Celery juice, the kidney flush. Celery has a reputation as a bland diet food, and that reputation is doing it a massive disservice. Ancient Egyptian healers used it in medicinal preparations, and it shows up again and again in early Greek and Roman texts on health. What makes it work is simple. Celery contains natural plant compounds, including apigenin, and it acts as a gentle diuretic, which means it increases urine output and helps your kidneys clear waste and excess minerals more efficiently. Here is how you use it. Juice a full bunch on its own and drink 16 ounces first thing in the morning, before coffee, before breakfast, before anything touches your stomach. That slightly bitter, slightly salty taste is a signal to your liver that the workday has started. Celery was never a diet food. It was medicine that got mistaken for a diet food. Juice 2. Warm lemon water, the liver reset. Every major traditional healing system on the planet, from Ayurveda to Chinese medicine to old European folk remedies, independently landed on the same morning ritual, lemon in warm water. That is not a coincidence. Lemon juice is loaded with vitamin C, citric acid, and flavonoids that support the enzyme pathways your liver relies on to break down and clear out harmful substances. Here is the practice. Squeeze half a fresh lemon into warm water and drink it before anything else touches your system. The citric acid gets your liver moving immediately, and the vitamin C helps fuel glutathione production, which is your body's master detox molecule. It looks too simple to matter. It is not. Juice 3. Beet juice, the blood cleanser. Beets have been used medicinally since ancient Rome, and modern nutritional science has only caught up in the last couple of decades. The compound behind the magic is betaine, which supports methylation in the liver, one of the core processes your body uses to break down toxins and process hormones. Beets also contain betalains, the deep red pigments responsible for their color, which carry strong antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. Here is how to use it. Juice 1 medium beet with an apple and a splash of lemon, and start with a small amount, because beet juice is genuinely potent and your body needs time to adjust. This root has been purifying blood since before supermarkets existed. Juice 4. Green juice, the master blend. If you ask any functional medicine practitioner what one juice they recommend above all others, this is usually it. A blend of kale, spinach, and cucumber is loaded with chlorophyll, which research suggests can bind to certain toxins in the gut, and with compounds that boost your liver's own glutathione output. Here is the blend. 2 large handfuls of kale or spinach, 1 whole cucumber, half a lemon, and a thumb of fresh ginger, juiced and consumed immediately, because the nutrients start degrading fast once exposed to air. This is the detox protocol nature built long before anyone charged $20 a bottle for it. Juice 5. Ginger juice, the inflammation cooler. Ginger has been used medicinally for over 5,000 years across nearly every civilization that has ever documented its healing plants. That is not a small detail. When every culture on Earth independently reaches for the same root, it is worth asking why. Ginger contains gingerols and showgales, compounds shown to fight inflammation, and it stimulates bile production, which is exactly how your liver packages toxins for removal. Here is how to use it. Juice a 2-inch piece of fresh ginger into warm water with lemon, and add a pinch of black pepper, which dramatically boosts how much of ginger's active compounds your body actually absorbs. We never forgot ginger. We just forgot to treat it like medicine. Juice 6. Cucumber juice, the hydration reset. This one gets dismissed because it looks too simple to work, and that is exactly the mistake that makes people overlook it. Cucumber is over 95% water, and hydration is the single most underrated factor in detox, because your kidneys literally need water to flush toxins out of your blood and into urine. Beyond that, cucumber contains silica and antioxidant compounds that support kidney function directly. Here is the practice. Juice 2 whole cucumbers with a few mint leaves and a squeeze of lemon. Your kidneys do not care how basic this looks. They care about water and minerals, and this delivers both. Juice 7. Turmeric juice, the golden detoxifier. Turmeric has anchored Ayurvedic medicine for over 4,000 years, earning the nickname the Golden Healer long before modern labs ever studied it. Its active compound, curcumin, is one of the most heavily researched anti-inflammatory and antioxidant molecules on the planet, and it directly supports liver function by boosting detox enzyme production and stimulating bile flow. Here is the recipe. Juice a 2-inch piece of fresh turmeric root with lemon and a small piece of ginger, and always add a pinch of black pepper, because it can increase curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%. That is not a typo. Turmeric fell out of Western kitchens for centuries when cheaper spices took over trade routes, but it never stopped working. Juice 8. Carrot juice, the antioxidant shield. The orange carrot we know today was actually bred in the 17th century specifically to boost its beta-carotene content, which makes it one of the earliest examples of plant medicine engineered on purpose. Beta-carotene protects liver cells from oxidative stress during detoxification and strengthens the gut lining, which is your first line of defense against toxins entering the bloodstream. Here is how you use it. Juice 4 to 6 carrots with half an apple and a small piece of ginger. It also happens to taste genuinely good, which makes it one of the easiest habits on this list to actually stick with. Juice 9. Watermelon juice, the lymph flush. Most people never think of watermelon as a detox food, which is exactly why it is so underrated. It is 92% water and one of the richest natural sources of lycopene, an antioxidant linked to reduced oxidative stress and liver protection. It also contains citrulline, which studies show supports kidney filtration by improving blood flow. What sets it apart is its support for your lymphatic system, the drainage network responsible for clearing cellular waste throughout your body. Here is the practice. Juice fresh watermelon, including the white rind if you can, since that is where the highest citrulline concentration lives. This fruit has always been medicine. It just got demoted to a summer picnic snack. Juice 10. Pomegranate juice, the antioxidant king. Ancient Persian medicine, Ayurveda, and traditional Chinese medicine all treated pomegranate as a prized healing fruit, and modern research explains exactly why. It contains punicalagins and punicic acid, compounds that give it some of the highest antioxidant activity of any fruit commonly consumed today. Studies show it reduces oxidative stress markers in the liver and supports its ability to process and clear harmful compounds. Here is the practice. Drink 4 to 8 ounces of pure, unsweetened, cold-pressed pomegranate juice daily, not the sugary version from concentrate. Most people have genuinely never tasted the real thing. Juice 11. Fresh apple juice, the gut flusher. This is not the shelf-stable carton from the grocery store. Fresh pressed apple juice, skin included, contains pectin, a soluble fiber shown to act as a prebiotic and bind to certain toxins in the gut for removal. It also contains malic acid, which supports bile flow, and polyphenol like quercetin, which fight inflammation throughout the body. Here is the practice. Juice 2 to 3 whole apples with the skin on, and drink it within 20 minutes, adding a stalk of celery or a slice of lemon for extra support. Store-bought apple juice drifted so far from the original that most people forgot the real thing existed. Juice 12. Pineapple juice, the enzyme booster. Pineapple earns its spot for one reason: an enzyme called bromelain, concentrated most heavily in the core, and one of the most thoroughly studied natural compounds in nutrition. Bromelain has strong anti-inflammatory effects, supports protein digestion, and supports the mucosal lining of your digestive tract, which is your first defense against absorbing toxins. Here is the practice. Juice fresh pineapple with as much core as you can include, and drink 4 to 6 ounces on an empty stomach for maximum effect. Pineapple was never just a dessert fruit. Juice 13. Dandelion juice, the backyard liver tonic. The plant most people spray with herbicide every spring happens to be one of the most well-documented liver tonics in history, used independently across traditional Chinese medicine, European herbalism, and Native American healing. Three unrelated traditions landing on the same plant for the same organ is not a coincidence. Dandelion stimulates bile production, supports liver cell health, and acts as a gentle kidney-supporting diuretic. Here is the practice. Juice fresh dandelion leaves with cucumber, apple, and lemon to soften the bitterness. Your liver tonic has been growing in your yard the entire time. Juice 14, parsley juice, the kidney guardian. Everyone treats parsley as a garnish, and that habit is hiding one of the most effective kidney-supportive juices available. It is rich in vitamin K, vitamin C, and chlorophyll, but its real power comes from flavonoids that research shows have a strong diuretic effect, helping the kidneys clear excess sodium and metabolic waste. Here is the practice. Juice a large handful of fresh parsley with cucumber, lemon, and a small piece of ginger. 4 ounces a day is enough to notice a difference. Stop sending it back to the kitchen untouched. Juice 15, wheatgrass juice, the concentrated cleanse. A single ounce of wheatgrass delivers more nutritional density than most people get in an entire meal. It is roughly 70% chlorophyll by dry weight, and research suggests chlorophyll can help bind and neutralize certain toxins in the digestive tract before they ever reach your bloodstream. Here is the practice. 1 to 2 ounces daily, chased with lemon water, starting with just 1 ounce since wheatgrass is genuinely intense. This is the most concentrated dose of plant medicine you can fit into a single shot glass. Juice 16, cranberry juice, the urinary tract shield. This one has some of the strongest clinical backing of anything on this list, but only in its real, unsweetened form. Pure cranberry juice contains A-type proanthocyanidins, compounds shown to prevent certain bacteria from attaching to the walls of the urinary tract, and multiple clinical studies confirm it supports cleaner, more efficient kidney filtration. Here is the practice. 4 to 8 ounces of pure, unsweetened cranberry juice daily, diluted with water if the tartness is too much. Skip the sugary cocktail version entirely. Juice 17, aloe vera juice, the gut healer. Most people only think of aloe for sunburns, and that narrow view is costing them one of the most effective gut-supporting plants available. The inner gel contains over 75 active compounds, and research shows it can soothe the intestinal lining, reduce gut inflammation, and support healthy digestion. A compromised gut lets toxins leak back into your bloodstream instead of being cleared, so this matters more than people realize. Here is the practice. 2 to 4 ounces of pure inner fillet aloe vera juice daily, checking that the label specifically says inner fillet. Juice 18, grape juice, the resveratrol source. The grapevine has anchored Mediterranean medicine and agriculture for over 6,000 years. Fresh, cold-pressed dark grape juice contains resveratrol, quercetin, and a range of polyphenols shown to support cardiovascular health, liver function, and cellular longevity. Here is the practice. Juice fresh dark red or purple grapes and drink 4 to 8 ounces daily, seeking out darker varieties whenever possible since their polyphenol content runs dramatically higher. Civilizations recognized this plant as medicine thousands of years before we had the research to explain why. Juice 19, cilantro juice, the mineral mover. Cilantro divides people at the dinner table, but what it does inside the body deserves attention regardless of how you feel about the taste. Research suggests compounds in the leaves may interact with certain toxins in the digestive tract and bloodstream, supporting your body's natural elimination processes, alongside meaningful amounts of quercetin and vitamins A, C, and K. Here is the practice. Juice a large bunch of fresh cilantro with cucumber, lemon, and green apple 2 to 3 times a week. It might be doing more for you than half the food on your plate. Juice 20, cabbage juice, the gut rebuilder. This is the one I saved for last, because every other juice on this list depends on it working. If your gut is not healthy, nothing else fully lands. In the 1950s, a Stanford researcher, Dr. Garnett Cheney, ran clinical trials showing raw cabbage juice produced striking improvement in patients with stomach ulcers in a matter of weeks. The compound behind it is vitamin U, also called S-methylmethionine, shown to protect the stomach and intestinal lining. Here is the practice. Juice a quarter to half a head of green cabbage and drink 4 to 8 ounces on an empty stomach, starting small since it is more potent than it looks. This is decades-old science that most people have simply never heard of. And that is all 20. If you made it this far, you now know something most people never bother to learn, that the most powerful detox tools on the planet are not locked behind a $100 supplement bottle. They are sitting in your produce drawer right now. These are not trends. They are plants with real research behind them and traditions stretching back thousands of years, giving your liver, kidneys, gut, and lymphatic system exactly what they need to do their job. Tell me in the comments which one surprised you the most, and which one you are trying first. And before you go, if this channel has helped you look at food differently, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss what is coming next. I will see you in the next one.